Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Championship game. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front.
Touchdown, Cowboys! 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action now, Winston. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jameis to throw it. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, they'll find Everett there, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 14 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw is Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Winston now to throw on first down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Jameis again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, Winston. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Winston. The quick slant caught. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game.
Winston. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. McDonald makes the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll throw now on the final play.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
A big play here for Dallas.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go to Elliott again, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Winston. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
To try again after the sack, Winston.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Jameis now on 1st down.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Again, it's Winston. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Winston to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Elliott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Tenth carry now for Elliott. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic.
Winston into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Winston now from the 50.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Winston. And he comes back with one complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
The first down throw for Winston.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Winston over the middle. It's Thomas. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Here's Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Neville Gallimore in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, and with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up. But they're going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
To throw, Prescott.
Complete to McDonald. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now this throw caught left side, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Dak. He finds his man complete. It's McDonald. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Here's Dak. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Calling a loss of 2 there on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.